Well, today is a big day, and we are all very excited to be gathered in my home ward of Ward 7. Clap it up for Ward 7 today. Now, we're excited to be here for a couple of reasons. One, we're in a fantastic small business right in the heart of downtown Deanwood in Ward 7, but also because since 2015, we've been working hard for the great part of D.C. called Ward 7. And let me tell you about some of that work. We've been really committed to making sure that small businesses all over the city, but in particular east of the river, and even more in particular right here in Ward 7, are getting what they need out of our government. We did that by launching the Green Book, and you'll hear more about that in a couple weeks. And we've done that by doing tours of Ward 7 businesses with the Ward 7 Business Partnership. We've done that by hosting the first Art All Night. We called it a mini Art All Night here in Ward 7 with Ward 7 Business Partnership. We did it just a few weeks ago when the mayor and I cut the ribbon or broke the ground for what is going to be the new and first flagship of Uber's green light hubs here in the District of Columbia and across the country. And we've done that by making sure that we're supporting small businesses all over this city and sharing in the joy, the wealth, and the jobs that they create right here in D.C. Today we have a lot to celebrate, and I have the pleasure of emceeing this program and introducing a few good friends. And first I'm going to bring up Capel Green, who's the owner of Eclectic Cafe. Now, Eclectic opened about 2.5 years ago. I was about 5 months into the job and could finally get a cup of coffee on Minnesota Avenue. So it was a big day. And so I want to welcome my good friend and a great chef up to this podium. All right.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Welcome and thank you for coming and taking time to celebrate small business movement. Just 8 years ago, American Express launched Small Business Saturday. I want you to know that shopping small makes a big difference. Small business are major contributors of economic development. Kindly note that large businesses only employ 38% of private sector workforce.
They do.
And small business employ 53% of the workforce. In fact, over 99% of employing organizations are small businesses. And more than 95% of these businesses have fewer than 10 employees. My name is Capel Green, and Eclectic Cafe is our family business. We are happy to serve as well as advance the Ward 7 community. Thank you.
All right. So make sure before you leave you grab some coffee and some food. I promise you it's very good. I'm going to invite the Ward 7 Council member, Vincent Gray, up here to give a few welcoming remarks and welcome us to our home ward. Thank you, sir.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
For those who may be wondering why I'm wearing tennis shoes, this is actually the first day I've been able to wear shoes in about 3 or 4 weeks. So this is a coming out celebration for me. And for those who are interested in knowing why I had the problem, is because of an old athletic injury that flares up every so often. I think it's called AGE. Isn't this a great day? It's a great day for small business Saturday, and I'm delighted to be able to be a part of that. I want to thank Deborah Jones and Harold Pettigrew for the work that they have done to come together to create this collaborative relationship. This is actually the second designation in Ward 7. The first was Deanwood Heights up in the Nannie Helen Burroughs Avenue area, and of course now Minnesota Avenue as well. What I think this will do is be a catalytic effort to really revitalize the court. And Cable, you've been on Minnesota Avenue for some time, down on the other end for a while. We appreciate all the investment you've made and all the work you've done to bring us where we are today. There are probably about 40 small businesses that will benefit from the designation, and we're delighted to have that happen. One of the things that, a couple of things that will happen is the additional storefront investments that will be made, the advertising and marketing that will come with it. And one of the other things, and I'll conclude with this, that will be hugely important is the coming of the streetcars. We've been working on this for a very long time on the east end of the city. In fact, the streetcars are supposed to go from east to west, and oftentimes the west seems to get it first before the east does. Well, this is the case where the east end is getting the streetcars and getting it soon, we think. It's in the budget, right, Mayor?
It's in the budget.
Yeah.
Let's make sure it stays there.
And we're going to make sure it stays there, right? Now, we had some challenges last year with some of my colleagues who, and we're not going to let that happen again with the coming budget. The streetcars are slated to come all the way out across the viaduct, which is going to be upgraded as well, go across the Minnesota Avenue and on out to the Benning Road Metro Station. But along the way, it will bring lots of people, right, guys? Lots of people who will shop in downtown Ward 7. I want to again thank Deborah. I want to thank Harold. And I want to thank Carrie Thornhill also, my longtime friend who's done such a great job of working to revitalize downtown Ward 7. How about, let me conclude with a big hand for Carrie Thornhill.
I get to invite a good friend and colleague, the new director of DSLBD, Director Christy Wilfield. Come on up.
All right, Christy. All right, thank you, Deputy Mayor. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
So I am so excited to be here to celebrate this. This is my first designation of a Main Street in my new role. So I'm very excited. Before I was the acting director of DSLBD, I was a small business owner. And hopefully you had seen my cupcake truck right here on the corner of Minnesota Avenue. We were happy to consider ourselves pioneers coming across the river and showing that there is a need and a want and a vitality to the purchasing power in all of the wards. So, but before I was a small business owner, years and years ago, I was an urban planner. And I studied economic disparities across cities, and I had a particular interest in spreading the wealth. And the DC Main Street program helps to spread the wealth to the neighborhoods and the corridors that need that extra attention to make sure that a rising tide does raise all boats, and that the prosperity that we're experiencing in some areas is experienced in all areas. So I am very excited because we know this Main Street program works. I'm looking at my stats here. 3,000 new jobs and opened nearly 300 businesses across the city. So I want to congratulate all the partners. Carrie Thornhill is an old mentor of mine. I want to give big congratulations to Wakeif for winning, this Main Street designation. And I want to take a brief opportunity to acknowledge some of the team at DSLBD, Christina Amoroso and Lauren Atkins, for their amazing work with the DCU Main Streets. Now, most importantly, we as DC residents are fortunate that we've got a mayor that supports the essential work of the DC Main Streets program. From day one, Mayor Bowser placed a priority on fostering, nurturing business environment where all DC small businesses have a fair shot to grow and thrive. Under Mayor Bowser's leadership, we have made great strides in increasing a business-friendly DC, and she has doubled the number of Main Streets up to 16. So with that, I want to welcome Mayor Bowser to the podium.
Thank you.
Well, good morning, everybody. It is wonderful to see you all here on this Small Business Saturday. And I am very proud that we can open the district celebration of Small Business Saturday right here in Ward 7 at the beautiful Eclectic Cafe. Thank you, Cable, for all that you're doing. We celebrate small businesses because oftentimes they're taking huge risk. They're going into underserved areas. They are hiring DC residents, and they are ambassadors for how we do business in Washington, D.C. So I'm very, very proud that we can be here today, our almost 3-year-old business that can show everybody how it is done. I am also grateful for the work that Deputy Mayor Snowden is doing. Her entire job is to make sure that areas that have not gotten the type of public or private support that they need to thrive are getting it. And her almost 3-year-old effort is really paying off in our support for small and local businesses. I welcome Christy Whitfield to her new role. It was important for me that we hired an entrepreneur, one that's been involved in a disruptive business, but also very focused on how we work with more DC businesses and better support our DC retailers like where we are. But to the Ward 7 Business Council and all of the Ward 7 leaders who are here, let me say thank you for your leadership and effort and that we are here to support you. Director Whitfield said it best. Our focus has to be on investment in all 8 wards and making sure that every amenity that people want is available. My experience is that people in every part of the city want the same things. They want safe neighborhoods, great schools, great transportation. They want clean corridors, safe corridors, and they want every opportunity that every Washingtonian has. And I'm happy that you are focused on leading in that way. The reason Main Streets work and why in the last 3 years we have been able to go to 8 DC Main Streets, from 8 DC Main Streets to 16, is because change doesn't happen on corridors by accident. It happens because of intentional leadership. And the thing, and you know this, Harold, Main Streets will work because every day someone will wake up and say, what do we need on this Main Street? Is it clean and safe? Is there a business I need to reach out to? How can I diversify the offerings that are available to all of the customers that come here? And that is what this Ward 7 Main Street will be able to accomplish. I invited a good friend of small businesses to join me today. Marie Johns is here, and I want to acknowledge her. Marie, as you know, was an official in the Obama administration Small Business Association. And don't we miss her there? But we're glad to have her focus on DC in her role as the chairwoman of the DC Chamber of Commerce. And so we know that in a city that is thriving, there have to be partnerships between business and the community. And that's so important to all that we will do. So our purpose here today is to talk about Small Business Saturday, encourage everybody to go out and support a small and local business. Now, I know it's easy to shop online, right? It's not as much fun, though. And it certainly doesn't circulate the dollars in our city to support our businesses so they can pay the rent, so that they can pay their taxes, so that they can pay their employees, and so that we can have filled storefronts. The last thing we want to say is nobody in D.C. shops small, and then therefore we have empty storefronts. So just try to keep in mind as you do your holiday shopping and your everyday shopping how you can support a small and local business right here in Washington, D.C. So I want to recognize, I see Commander Taylor is here. Thank you, Commander, for always being supportive. And our Ward 7 A&C commissioners, Justin Linney and Joanne Prue. I'm not sure if I've missed anybody, but let me thank our A&C commissioners for being here as well. And so I think now is the time where I present, and Harold, if you would join me and all the Ward 7 Business Council members and Councilmember Gray, I would like to present you with, thank you, Deborah. Congratulations. Carrie, are you going to come forward as well? And on behalf of all of us, let me present the Minnesota Avenue Main Street, its designation. And it is a part of the DC Main Streets program. Its focus is to lead a sustainable, community-driven revitalization program that promotes economic development, strengthens the neighborhood, and improves the quality of life for all residents. On behalf of us at DSLBD and the Office of the Mayor, thank you very much. And Godspeed.
Yes.
Yes.
What a wonderful day. What a wonderful day, and certainly a beautiful day. We made sure the weather was nice for everyone as well.
Did a good job.
It's powerful, powerful. I couldn't be more excited. This is home for me as well. I'm a native Washingtonian and a native Ward 7 person as well. So I grew up riding the X2 up and down this corridor and literally come through this corridor every single day. WACIF, the Washington Area Community Investment Fund, has been around for 30 years. We've invested over $30 million throughout the city. And this year we celebrated our 30th anniversary. And it's been a wonderful time here being in the city, of course, and it's been my honor and privilege coming and joining a phenomenal team, also a phenomenal board, of which I do want to recognize our board chair, Don Leary, who's also here. Who also lives in Ward 7, by the way. We roll deep. That's right. That's right. And one of the things we wanted to make sure was that we certainly followed an aggressive vision that you laid out, Mayor Bowser, of investing and deepening the impact that we have in our underserved areas of the city. And it's the underserved areas that we call home, right? So it makes it that much more important that we have intentionality. And the mayor just spoke about that, having intentionality around how we invest in our important corridors here throughout the city. So it's been an honor and a privilege for me, certainly, doing this work and making sure that everyone has access to economic opportunity throughout the city. And now we're making sure that that's spread to Ward 7, certainly. I want to make sure we do highlight the work of the Ward 7 Business Partnership as well. I want to add to the echoes, certainly, of the work of Deborah and Carrie, who've been phenomenal since 2009 leading this work. And I have had the pleasure as well of being on the board and working with them day in and day out. And this effort is going to deepen that partnership and make sure that we are much more catalytic in the investments that actually take place here in Ward 7. Mayor Bowser, I do got to say one more thing. I'm not only excited about the vision that you've laid out, but of course the commitment that you've made in putting action into your leadership. We're bringing on a wonderful deputy mayor, as well as that's right. A wonderful new DSLBD director as well, who I'm extremely excited about. And to me, this is the commitment of making sure that it's not just a vision, but it's vision in action. So thank you all very much. Today is just the beginning. We got a lot of work to do. And each and every one of you here, we want to make sure that you're not only supporting businesses here today, but that as we move forward tomorrow, the next week, every other weekend from here on out, that we're helping to revitalize the corridor. So thank you all for coming out. And, of course, Mayor Bowser, thank you and your team for all the support.
My pleasure. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you again to the Ward 7 Business Council. I also want to recognize Derek Ford, who is representing the Washington Economic Partnership, which also has a focus on Ward 7 and 8 and a Ward 7 resident. So please, we're going to move the podium, and then we're going to cut the ribbon. Yes.
They want you in there.
Okay, on 3. 1, 2, 3. All right. Okay. Oh, and this is everybody. When you shop today, use hashtag #ShopSmallDC. All right, one more thing. College, there.
Right here. Thank you. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, everybody. All right.